Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Let me get my little penguin out today. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and today we got some more Trutroll news. Trutroll news, everybody. Trutroll news coming live from from people who coming live from the Truebones.net. Just straight off the press, everybody. More Trutroll news. And this is the only place where you get real, true bones, Trutroll news. And what we do here is that we try to tell everybody, let everybody know that Joe is a troll, and we try to keep you up to date on what the troll is doing. It seems like today the troll is actually back to his real illusion, stole something from him again. And it seems like he went over there to Real Illusion today to pretend he was someone who's been abused by Real Illusion, who content was taken from him. Now, everybody knows Joe doesn't make motion capture. He steals it and then resells it. And it's funny, folks. It's just that. It's just sheer comedy. So, today, the people over here on the Truebones.net has sent me some new information about Joe, along with some other stuff about Joe in regards to his trolling. So that's all. Sit back and let's look at some of this stuff, shall we? So let me go ahead and cut this off. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so more Trutroll news. We're gonna start off with Truebones.net. Beware of Truebones, fake merchant, scam artist, lying, cheating, drug addicted, and a heartless bastard. So today on Trutroll news, abuse at Real Illusion. So let's read about the slander of Peter on Real Illusion. It says, Truebones is a scam artist who wastes moderator time reporting nonsense. Truebones slander the moderators when they don't agree with Truebones. Look at below this 2-minute recording of Truebones slandering Peter.
This guy's a jerk. I mean, he's a liar. He's covering up the piracy, trying to use other people to cover up the piracy. Well, guess what? When you
if y'all want to see the rest of that video, it's a lot of Joe does a lot of cursing because Joe's like ticked because Joe finally like I said, Joe stalks people, so he finally found a picture of Peter, and he's so jealous that this man has a career and he doesn't. He's mad this man has the power to control the who gets on the forum board, who stays on the forum board. So Joe's pretty angry at Peter right now. You see, Joe's not mad at Real Illusion. Joe's mad at Peter. And since Peter works at Real Illusion, Joe's gonna hate Real Illusion until Peter is gone. Because Joe figured if he can get rid of Peter, he can get back on. He can get back on the Real Illusion forum board, and he can start selling his garbage again, like he did over at Unity. But that's not what's gonna happen. Even if Peter is gone, Joe's still not coming back. You know, Joe is on the forum board though, but Joe knows that he can't post nothing about Truebones because they have a zero tolerance for piracy over there. If Joe comes over there and tries to sell something, guess what's going to happen to Truebones? He's going to get banned again, no matter what name he uses. See, Joe's whole thing is to get back on the Real Illusion forum board so he can sell his garbagey motions to people. That's his whole plan, folks. That's why he keeps on going after Real Illusion, and he keeps threatening these people like he's going to sue them. Now, act Sweet Karma if that worked for whoever Sweet Karma is. You know, it's funny because I think they actually went after Sweet Karma because that person, whoever that person is, really pissed them off. They got rid of it, and they went after Sweet Karma, I do believe. So Joe is now acting like a fool right now. Now we're gonna go to his channel and show you what we mean by stalking. Two, Truebones asked to be banned. Controversy: Truebones asked to be banned. Fact: Truebones was banned for talking about piracy. Let's see. This is the guy who helped Joe convert some oceans, and he wound up in this Planet's Dragon. Now he's over there now. The Planet's Dragon. He's still over there after this fiasco that Joe caused over there. And what happened is that he did some work. He worked with Joe with some oceans. Sorry, that yawn came out of nowhere. He worked with Joe on some motions, got caught up in some mess that Joe started because of the quality of the motions, and then wound up getting away from Joe. It wound up forced to get away from Joe. Let's see. Figure one, not banned for piracy, but banned for talking about piracy. So here we go. Please read my replies to you. You are banned for continuing to discuss piracy on the forum, which is against the forum rules. You are not accused of piracy, so please don't make things up. That's Peter. Tell Joe why he got banned. But later on, we'll read that Peter will say that, yeah, questionable business practices. Truebones was diverting attention from the fact that he talks good things about iClone Malone, and this is on illusion. Remember iClone Malone, Truebones' best customer. Donate link, Walter iClone Malone. So this is Joe. Joe is Walter iClone Malone, and he's pretending to be not Walter iClone Malone at the same time. Let's see. Comment. Truebones has multiple alts. Fact: Truebones has many alts, including Sweet Karma, Puma, John, Jacob, Hyman, whatever his name is. They only talk trash when others complain about Truebones' behavior. Let's see. I think this is a letter to Carol. It says, regards and good luck with the way you treat customers. I will never use iClone until you apologize and restore my good standing with the community. I will also have to sue you for slander and trying to ruin my good name and reputation over this. Carol, please call me at your earliest convenience. So he's gonna sit back and say all this garbage, then ask somebody to call him so he can have someone to talk to, and he said to rectify the situation before it goes to court. So he's up here once again. This falls under the category of extortion because he wants them to do something and they can't do it because it goes against their terms of service, rules, guidelines, whatever. And then he said, if you don't go against the rules and guidelines, I'm going to sue you. He can't do that. That's extortion. It's blackmail. So Carol comes up and says, hey, this is a misunderstanding. Yes, I was. No. This is another letter he wrote to Carol. This is a misunderstanding. Yes, I was banned from my John Jacob Hyman account, not Peak Levels. Peak Levels is not the account you guys banned over the recent problem I had with I Come Alone and One Gun. I Come Alone is a pirate. I removed. He calls I Come Alone a pirate. I removed from the community because Peter told me he was pirating software and content for Real Illusion. So I had him removed because he was using my Truebones name and Real Illusion name. So here's the thing. So Joe is iClone Malone, right? And Joe figured that if he get rid of iClone Malone, they'll let him come back in as his Peak Levels character, so Joe can continue to actually start up his garbage again. So so Joe faked a letter from iClone Malone and said, Truebones, it was crazy. We know that Joe made the letter and everything, and tried to pull a scam on them. Now think about it, at this time Joe wasn't using NordVPN like he is now, or some type of VPN service, right, to cover his tracks. So they looked at iClone Malone and they looked at Peak Levels and they found out it was the same IP and wound up banning them. So that means if Arthur iClone Malone and Joseph Eric Peak were using the same IP, What does that mean? That means that Joe was iClone Malone. The website iClone Malone had what was selling Real Illusion stuff. Well, you could put two and two together and figure out that Joe was iClone Malone. Real Illusion found that out. Really, and that's why they banned iClone Malone, Peak Levels, and anything that comes from Joe, they've banned it. They banned it. They banned all the alts. More Trutroll news. And then Joe comes over here and pretends that Joe comes over here and pretends that iClone Malone is a whole totally different person. That's hilarious, folks. Let's see. Truebones wants to be on the Real Illusion. Yeah, and this whole thing, Joe's whole thing is to get on the Real Illusion asset store. That's where he wants. That's where he feels like he belongs, and so he can sell his stolen stuff. The Real Illusion marketplace is the only place that Joe has not went and tainted. Joe was on his way to tainting the Real Illusion marketplace by using iClone Malone. That's the whole thing, because he got banned for being peak level. So he thought he was going to say, well, I'm just going to go in here and pretend I'm someone else. No, it's the same thing with Brandon Britton. Joe pretended to be this character called Brandon Britton. And you saw what happened to Brandon Britton. He's been excommunicated from Facebook, and all of his toys on Comedian Motion on Gumroad is gone too. So all that crap is gone. Because I did my due diligence and got rid of them. So if Joe needs to learn from me. If you want to get rid of somebody, you need to watch the way I operate. Because I have, folks, I've gotten rid of him off of Facebook twice, off of Sketchfab. How many times I got rid of Joe off of Sketchfab? At least like three, four times. I got rid of him off of Sketchfab. Actually, it was 5 times. It was 5 times off of Sketchfab. Got rid of his main channel on YouTube, right? Yeah, I some other place. I'll remember where it was in a minute. But I've got rid of him from like all the places. It's like he has no place to go. He has none whatsoever to go. And I have kept him off of the Real Illusion Marketplace. So he's never going to be at a Real Illusion Marketplace. Peter said so himself, and a couple of other people who actually run the marketplace said no, he will never be here. He said he can open up a store, put his name on the store all he wants to, but he will never ever have anything here to sell. They blocked him. They actually blocked. So Joe went to the Real Illusion Marketplace, and he actually let me see if I can find it, folks. I think it's Joe McPeak on I think it's still there. I call here film alert Truebones posting your personal information. Hey Joe, look, that's a post you ain't got rid of. It's back in 2017. Memories, don't it? Icon live. Let me see. Let me go over here to iClone, folks. Let me go over here. Let me see. Because Joe's name is there. I mean, Joe has a Joe. Let's see, marketplace. Let's see, 3D assets. I don't know. They changed the marketplace. Nope. No search. I guess they really finally did get rid of Joe on the marketplace. They finally got rid of his pathetic, rotten, stinking assets on the set. Yeah. So Joe's mad over there right now, and he's doing a video about it. See if he's still a broadcaster. I don't know if he's still broadcasting, folks. He probably isn't. Yeah. So let me clue you in what he's doing. He goes and he steals MMD animations, and he retargets them and to to iClone character, iClone figures, and he puts them out there to sell. I mean, number one, he's not supposed to do this, but it's from the people over there. Or is it from the people who do Miku Miku dance and stuff like that? I mean, I don't really care. I mean, it's up to that community. It's a community thing to do something about him. But I don't know who to contact about this. I mean, it's not like you can contact one person about this. It's the fact that it's a whole community. You know, it's a whole community with using free software, trading free items back and forth. So there is no way we can stop Joe from doing this. But we can't stop Joe from going around selling it. See, we want to relegate Joe to his Gumroad page. We want to make sure that Joe stays with that Gumroad page because Joe has no place to sell his stuff. Period. So here he goes. Here he goes talking about Miku Miku dance because he know nobody can't do nothing about him. I mean, we don't care if he goes over there and still dance moves, you know. And on top of that, the thing about iClone is, like, people are tired of watching dance videos anyway. You know, people are tired of watching dance videos over there anyway. But hold on, folks, I gotta do something. It's like Joe's watching me. I know Joe's watching me. He always watches me. He has nothing else to do but to watch me and watch me tear apart his little fragile ego. And so here we go. Yeah, he's offline now, folks. He's over here watching me. Let's see, YouTube Studio. I gotta do something real quick, folks. I'm going to be put Wingan's video in. That's what he does. You know? So, like I said, folks, he's over here messing with the product support. All right, product support, customer support. Early bird ends on May 18th. So how can I help you? And he starts his garbage, folks. He starts his garbage. Where do you get to make your motions from? You can create custom motions inside a product. I'm looking at your dance motions. 3D dance motions. My question is simple. Where or how do you make the motions, or where do you get the motions from and sell? Ah, okay. Here you go, folks. Some motions are made using mocap. And some are keyframe, and some are keyframe. Not, let's see. Hold on. I think we missed a little something here. Let's go back. Okay, some motions are using mocap. Some or all. Are some keyframe? Not at all. So everybody knows that all the motions from Real Illusion are all mocap. Then that's how they've always operated. The only people that do, I mean, I don't think there's ever been any keyframed animations over at Real Illusion because the program, you couldn't really do keyframe animation in the program for a long time. It wasn't until the release of 7 when it came out with a curve editor and stuff and additional tools to help you actually make keyframe animations inside of iClone is when you were able to make keyframe animations. But before then, even back from 6, 5, 4, you know, no, they've always used Real Illusion has always used motion capture in every one of the releases up until 7, and 7 lets you go ahead and do keyframe animation. You know, the early version 7 you couldn't do it real good, but the later versions, like the current version, yes you can. I mean, I've done keyframe animation inside of iClone. It's not pretty because they still lack a couple of things. But yeah, you can do it. You can also clean your animation up to a certain point, you know, like I do in Motion Builder. So, yeah, they've come a long way when it comes to actually doing mocap cleanup and keyframe animation. Now, I've actually done keyframe animation. Matter of fact, I did a video about it, which is doing pretty good, of how I keyframed a little, like, hit-to-hit animation with 2 girls, and I did one with 2 guys. So, it's you can't keyframe in it. I have done it. It was hard, but you can do it. Let's see what else. So the troll Okay, not at all. There are also motions done by keyframes. Now there are motions done by keyframes. No, not before. Not before 7. I guarantee. Not before 7. There were no decent keyframe animations made inside of iClone. Maybe outside of iClone, use another program, but nothing, nothing that I know of could be done keyframe wise. Because I bought iClone when I was still in school and I was learning keyframe animation, and I tried to get iClone and I tried to do keyframe animation, and it was impossible. Impossible. But here we go. Let's see. So what does he talk about? So let's see. Okay. There also, and then the Joe goes to, okay. So where is the report button? If you want to report these for copyright infringement, your site is required to have a report system for DMCA. Where is that located at? Are you serious? Oh, hold up. He goes to Real Illusion to ask for a reporting tool to report their content that they made. Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, why does he wake up and do this? It is freaking 8 o'clock. What is it? 8? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. He did this. He got up at 6 o'clock this morning to perpetrate a hoax on his channel. Folks, I mean, this. He went to harass. He just wanted to harass somebody. You see, he can't call me no more. He can't go to his little search engines and look me up no more and look up my family members no more. He can't do that no more. So he's back to Real Illusion, folks. Notice how I took away all of his toys. Now I took away his toys some time ago, and now he's back to doing a straight buffoon. He thinks. I mean, he keeps on thinking that he's going to sue somebody. And he does videos about this after video. He's been doing this for years, folks. He has not put forth a lawsuit yet. And the thing about it is, I want him to actually see if he can sue them for their own content. See, Joe wants to steal this company's content like he stole Mixamo's content. That's what he wants to do, folks. He's a thief. He's a crook and a bigot. Look at him. He thinks he's gonna like just make videos and unpop videos and people are gonna believe him. The more videos he makes that he lies, he thinks people are gonna believe him. Nobody believes you, dude. Nobody. There are too many people out there using this product and been using this product longer than you've been around to sit back and say, oh, they steal. No, this is a huge company. You think the company has time to sit back, go to your little pirated site and take something? I mean, it's the same thing you said about Disney, the same thing you said about Mixamo. You even made fake videos saying, well, this is me doing motion capture and check out this motion and compare it to the one at Mixamo. And the thing about it is like, okay, the one at Mixamo, the character is totally like spinning the opposite direction. And the actual mocap that Joe claims that he said, Joe only shows the stuff in iPod recorder of the actual dancer dancing, but he never shows the actual animation. What he will show you is the Mixamo animation that he's stolen. Like I keep on telling y'all, he pretends and fakes it every time with his sorry mocap setup. Sorry, and the dude is just sorry. Something is wrong with him. He needs to stop getting high. I don't know. But anybody who goes to this extent to sit back, get up early in the morning, make videos of people stealing stuff from him when they didn't steal nothing from him, and then go to this extent to lie is crazy. He's on something. Something is wrong. This can't be real. I mean, this should be some comedy or something. I mean, this should be a Saturday Night Live skit or something. This is the most craziest thing I've seen him do in the past 5 years, folks. 5 years. 5 years. 2016, 17, 18, 19, it's 25 years he's been perpetrating to be an artist, to be a mocap artist, and he's not. He doesn't do music, he doesn't do mocap, he doesn't do animation. All this man do is steal, cheat, lie, and take people's money. And he sits back here today on here talking to help. The help. This is just the help. This is probably somebody who doesn't, who's just a. It's probably no. They probably really work for Real Illusion. They're just probably somebody Real Illusion's paying some money to maintain this store helper. That's it. That's it. This dude is a straight clown. And I know he's a clown because he's acting like a clown right now. He wants you all to believe that he made those motions. I've already dispelled that. I've already told you he doesn't have iPod software to begin with. I told you about the huge black bar he puts across the top of his freaking his freaking screen. I told you guys about this stuff. But the thing is, Joe don't think I tell you guys about this stuff. The dude is just a con man living in his mom's garage. That's it, folks. He steals everything that he puts his hands on. He doesn't make nothing. Nothing at all. We have, I mean, he is, I mean, his theft is so bad. There's a whole Wikipedia page telling everybody about all the scams he has done. Everything he's done, we got it right here. And he thinks and he knows he can't get away with it. Let me see. Let's see if they got the search engine. Well, it's supposed to be a search engine up here, but that's all right. We have a whole list of everything that's on his Gumroad page that he's stolen. But he constantly comes over. I mean, I can't believe he came over to ask for store help. You know, why won't he actually Why won't he actually lawyer up and get his lawyer to come over here and sue? Because no lawyer is going to take this case. You know, it all comes down to who has the data, who made the data, who got the source files, who got the stuff. I mean, who's got the. Joe has done that. Just like when Joe tried to take down my archive Infinity, he did it 3 times. I made three different counter notifications and got my stuff back. And while my stuff was down, he ripped and roared. He was like, "I take that one against stuff because he stole from me. He stole from me." And it was like, what? I didn't use none of your stuff. And that's what he does, folks. So now he can't use the DMCA takedown notice on nobody's stuff no more. Because Joe knows if he sends one to this company, if he sends a DMCA takedown request to this company, he's going to get sued. They're not going to play with Joe. They know Joe. They're not going to play with him. So that's why he goes around talk about Peter. He will never ever. I mean, that goes to show how much of a con man he is, how much of an idiot he is, because Joe was smart enough to not go that far. He knows this is all for show, folks. This is all for him to get attention for his garbagey self. The dude's a garbage man. He's garbage. You know, this is just flat out harassment. That's what this is. This is the same stuff that got Sweet Karma in trouble. You know, and all the other people in trouble over that Real Illusion because they didn't know when to stop. And Joe doesn't know when to stop. He won't stop pretending that he's a crook. Well, he's not pretending he's a crook. He is a crook. But he won't stop being a crook. You know, and it's obvious, folks, the reason why he's going this far. You know, Joe's never really done something like this. I mean, he hasn't. I mean, Joe hasn't become the Joe he is today until I started taking away his ability to make money off the stolen assets. Nobody uses his stuff because Joe did it to himself. When people were buying this stuff, Joe would find them and say he's using Truebones, and then when they wouldn't say, "Hey, I'm not gonna say I use your stuff," he'll sit back and take the stuff down. You can't do that if somebody bought something from you. You can't do that, Joe. If they're using your stuff and they paid money for it, who are you to go and take their stuff down? You can't do that, Joe. But that's okay. That's all right. We fixed you. This is all you can do now. This is what you're relegated to being an idiot clown on YouTube. You know that's that. I've taken away all your toys. I've taken away your ability to make money off of your content, and this is what's left, folks. This is what's left. A man begging to get on Real Illusion phone board. You know, that's all he wants, folks. He wants to get to the Real Illusion marketplace and sell his stolen stuff. See, YouTube, see, Real Illusion, they don't want to be held liable for your garbage. They know you've been blackballed and blacklisted out of every place that sells content to developers now. They know this, Joe. So know how many alts you use to go around, nobody's going to buy your stuff. If you tell people to go to Gumroad, go to Truebones, nobody's going to buy your stuff. The only people that buys your stuff is people like Benny D and whoever else. We know Benny D has bought stuff from you because you showed it. You showed his emails. So you own Benny D. So we don't care. You know, we don't really care. But it's just sad. It's just sad that you're stuck. And you're going to be stuck like this for a long time. You know, what you should do is you should concentrate on moving out your mom's garage and becoming your own person, having to pay your own bills. Because we know you don't pay no bills, you know, because your mom does it. You know, your mom does it because that's her house, you know. And we found out that somebody, now Joe's mom doesn't even own the house. Somebody else owns that house with Joe's mom. And it's probably her, it could be her husband or just somebody else, but we found out there's another person on the deed of that house. Yes, that's real news, folks. That's real news. Ain't that right, Joe? And I'll probably, I'm going to have to go and look for it again, but I have the guy's name. I have the guy's name. And the thing about it is, his name is, I think he's the sole owner of that property. And Joe's mom is like the co-owner of the property. So there's one person who actually owns the property. There's a co-owner of the property, and that property is where Joe's living at right now. and folks, I can talk about this stuff because it's all public using the Google search engine. It's all public knowledge, folks. So we'll get back to the public knowledge thing on Joe because on Mr. McPeak here. That'll probably be the next episode of Trutroll News. But other than that, so this is from Todd Fox right here. More Trutroll News. Let's go back over here. And let me read this off from Mr. the Fox himself. It says, okay, so here it is. Here it is, folks. So here's the email that I got from Mr. Fox himself. And it says, Joseph Earl McPeak is a crook. 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 And it says, "Hi, One Gun. Regards affiliations between H2H, Heart to Heart, and other services called for the same and yet not the same. How exactly does Heart to Heart operate in modern societies without an email address? I wonder that and sent this inquiry to a while ago to check. I had forgotten about this email until you mentioned the subject in your last video. Yes! I've redacted my real name and phone number here, but the original message I sent them is at the bottom. Interesting. Let's see. Here we go. So here we go, folks. So it says, "Hi, Will. I'm sorry, but we aren't affiliated with that counseling office, so I don't know their email address and am unable to help you, other than to maybe suggest looking them up on Google and calling them for their email. Best of luck." So here's the director, Amy M. Romano, something LLC director, therapist, healing, blah 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 blah. So let's do something real quick, folks. Let's see, where is my? I can't find my phone. I guess I'll find it later. But how about we give this person an actual call and ask her about heart-to-heart counseling, and ask them, is all the heart-to-heart counseling is connected? Why is this other company using their name? And we can ask her a whole bunch of questions. And then as we talk about heart-to-heart counseling, this all goes back to what's going on. This all goes back to what's going on at the 69 Oxbow, White Lake, Michigan address. Is it actually a business? Now we know that it's on Yahoo. We know that Heart to Heart Counseling 69 Oxbow is on Yahoo. We know this. But no, not Yahoo, but Yellow Pages. We know that. So next thing is to check is it. I mean, I never did really check to see if Heart to Heart Counseling was actually registered in the state of Michigan. I never checked it. I've always checked Joe, but I never checked Heart to Heart Counseling. See if it was a actual registered company, and are they licensed to do whatever they do there? Well, it's supposed to be counseling, so we're going to check on that, folks. We're going to see what's going on there, and this is all because of Joe. We're going to see if it's a license. I mean, if anybody there has an actual license to practice what to practice, if it's a counseling, it's supposed to be if you're a therapist or somebody to do therapy or something. I mean, or counselor. We don't know. We don't know we don't know what services they provide, and. For what I can understand, it doesn't show what services they provide. Are they claiming that they're counseling, or the counselors there, or are they doing something else there? Because we also know another company has run out that address called Old as Dirt Antiques, and I think that's owned. I think that's the part owned by Lou Thorsby. I think. If you look inside, we do have pictures of the inside of that house, and it looks like an antique store. It doesn't look like a therapy store or not therapy store, but it doesn't look like what it says supposed to be there. All right, I found out that Old as Dirt Antiques is located at that address, and that came about by doing some searching and talking to local folks there. Yes, Joe, we talked to the locals there. No one's stalking you, Joe. This is just stuff people voluntarily send to us about you because they're tired. I mean, it's amazing how people are tired of you. It's amazing. And these are the people that live around you who are tired of you. And we're tired of you on the internet too, Joe. You know, it's like he's staying there. See, the reason why he stays in his house because nobody outside of his garage likes him. Only people at church. I think even the people at church just dash to deal with him and tolerate him because it's church. But outside of his home, outside of where he lives at, where his mom's garage, nobody likes him. We know that. That's why people constantly sending us and telling us about who he is. And they say he's been a shady con artist for most of his life. Nobody wants to do business with him because of what he does. You know. So as he sits there behind his little mic and his computer keyboard, you notice he ain't looked me up in a while, folks. You notice that, right? Because he can't. He can't do it. You notice he hasn't did an infomercial around, folks, right? Because he can't. He won't do it because he know he'll probably lose his channel. But he can go ahead and make infomercials on the Meek Dance stuff, but I don't know how those people are going to feel you going around making videos of stuff you stolen from them, because we will let them know. We will go to the main community and let them know this guy's going around stealing your stuff and selling it. We will let them know. Joe just hasn't done no infomercials about it, but it's all cool, folks. So that was it, folks, for all the Trutroll news that I had. There could be more on the way, and I'm just going to point this out. Real Illusion is never going to well, Joe's never going to sue Real Illusion. This is all an act to get some sympathy somewhere, someplace for him. I don't know who he's doing it for, but I'm out of here, folks. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day and take me another short nap. This is One Gun, and I'm signing out. I don't even know why Joe quit. Hold on, what did he say at the end? Hello.
Hey, under my umbrella, hey.
Yeah, he's cracked. He's finally cracked. So yeah.